I want to talk about the budget, and there's 5 major fund groups in the budget, and you've heard us talk about this through just about every process. The general fund, which is our operational funds, this is the one that's paying for the teachers, is paying for electric bills, is paying for our bus drivers, is paying for all the instructional services in the district and the administration costs, including all of us here tonight. So that fund is $488,091,655. And that includes any fund balances that we've accumulated, such as our strategic reserve and our contingency reserves for financial stability. Our debt service fund, and this is a little larger number than what you've seen in the past, is $82,742,779. And the reason that's larger is we made a commitment in February of 16, which is in this upcoming year, to pay off the 2000 series COPS on the call date of those COPS. And that's about $30 million, $27 million. The capital portion, and that's the portion that pays for the maintenance of our buildings, it pays for some of our maintenance staff, it pays for our technology, it pays for the roof repairs, it also pays for our debt service. When you look at these total budgets, part of that capital fund comes over to make up that $82 million in the debt service fund, so it's sort of double counting here a little bit. And there's nothing we can do about it. That's the nature of the fund accounting and the nature of our requirements. So that capital fund is contributing $82 million to the debt service fund, and that's where that $82 million is coming from. Some of that is impact fees. The special revenue funds, and our special revenue funds are grants in our nutritional services program throughout the district. So that's a good portion of those. So they're all special revenue, which means those revenues are earmarked for the purpose in which the revenue was generated. Internal service funds. Internal service funds are our self-insured health insurance fund, our workers' comp fund, and our flexible benefits fund for which employees contribute money. Again, you're seeing some double counting of numbers here because we fund the self-insurance health fund out of our general fund, we fund it out of our capital fund, we fund it out of our special revenue funds. We contribute for every employee here in the district the cost of the employee's health insurance coverage. So those numbers are reflected here in the internal service fund. Those funds, we're seeing a little bit of a better experience in the health insurance fund this past year. As you know, we've lowered our health insurance rate for this fiscal year. It was one of the budget reductions. It was about a little over $700 an employee that it went down by. So that is driving some changes as you look functionally across the budget book. If you look at things like direct instruction, you're going to see that the direct instruction costs are down slightly. It's down slightly because health insurance went down, and the direct instruction is the largest component of employees we have, so therefore it's driving that cost down. Also, at the same token, you'll notice that we made some changes in class size. We were asked to be prudent on class size, and Mr. Wood spoke during our budget meeting last time about class size, so they're trying to look at class size and make sure we're doing the right thing. So that changed the direct instruction slightly there as well. Also, as you're looking through the budget book, we did have a couple of questions I'd like to clarify. There's something called purchase services, and that purchase services is like a 300 series object code that we use in the district, which doesn't mean anything to the audience, but it's the way that DOE requires us to track contractual services, but it also includes the charter school payments. So some people have looked at the books and thought that what we had in the purchase services line was all the payments to the charter schools because it says purchase of services and charter schools. Well, charter schools are only a piece of that. So charter schools, if you looked at that line in the book, it shows like 13.9%, and the charter school portion is only about 4.1%. What we're going to do is moving forward, and that change happened while we were actually putting this book together. We made a decision to try to, for the final book, to pull the charter school piece out separately so it would show as a separate portion of the charts that we're graphing here. And we've already made that adjustment, but it wasn't in time for this book. So that'll be in the next version. When we go to final, we will have pulled the charter school piece out so there's no confusion in the public's eye about how much is being spent for charter schools. It's not a bad thing for charter schools. We're the pass-through agents. The money's coming in, the money's going out. With that being said, the total budget tonight is $976,249,330.